Okay, I want to show you these puppy leashes that we sell. Now, our 6-foot leather leashes are 3/4 inches wide. These leashes are only 3/8 of an inch wide. While I call them a puppy leash, we don't use them just for puppies. I like these because they're narrower, they're very soft. It's hard to show in a picture how soft these leashes are, but it's a latigo leather that it comes right out of the box. This is one that I just took out of the box today, and it's really soft. It feels good. It feels soft in your hand. It's 100% brass fitting. Now on my 3/4 inch 6-foot leashes, I have a pop rivet here. You can't pop rivet a 3/8 inch leash, but it's stitched very well. Where the leather goes through, it's tapered, so you don't have a rough edge there. What we use these for is when we have young dogs, or if we have a dog in our house that is not fully trained, and in its simplest form, what I'll say is that a puppy or a dog is not trained fully until I can call him away from playing with another dog, another puppy, or another person. If my dog is out there playing with another dog, and if I can't call him away from that, or if we have more than one dog in our house, and if I bring a young dog up here, and that young dog decides to go over and sniff or play with one of the other dogs, and I can't call him back to me, then he doesn't deserve to be off leash in the house. And when our dogs are in the house, our young dogs, they're on these puppy leashes. They're long enough, 6 feet long. They're soft enough, so they're very subtle. Little bitty puppies, 8-week-old puppies can deal with these leashes, as well as 65-pound dogs. I mean, if I'm going to go out and walk, and I'm going to walk in an area where there's other dogs and I have to have a prong collar on an adult dog, this probably wouldn't be my leash of choice. I'd probably go to the 6-foot 3/4 inch leash. But for small dogs, for house training, for developing pack structure in the house, this is the perfect leash for that. They come in different colors, and you can read more about it on my website.
I think this is a good place to comment on the number of emails we get from people who have behavioral problems with their dogs. So many problems could be eliminated with house dogs if people would just learn to control their dogs in their home. Simply using a dog crate and keeping a dog on a leash in the home will dramatically demonstrate the leadership you have over your dog, and it will stop him from doing things he shouldn't do. To us, this just seems like common sense, but to new dog owners, keeping a dog on a leash in the house doesn't seem to be so obvious. If a dog is at your feet, like you see here, how can they chew something up without you noticing it? How can they chase the kids, bite a visitor, run off into another room and pee and poop? If you go into another room and the dog is on a leash and he has to come with you, how can he get into trouble? The bottom line is, he can't. If I can't tell my dog to lay down and know that he's going to lay there until I tell him it's okay to get up, why would I let that dog then run around my house where he can get in trouble? If I can't call my dog back in every situation, under every distraction, why would I let my dog have the run of my house? It just doesn't make sense. Untrained dogs need to be on leash in the house. It's just that simple. If the leash is not tied to you, then it needs to be tethered to something. If the dog acts unruly, he goes back in his dog crate. Common sense and consistency go a long way towards ending up with a nice house dog that's a member of the family and fun to be around. If people would just do this one thing, they would find that with time their dog would be easier to train, would become more submissive, and would start to look at them as a pack leader. Another way to look at this is dogs are creatures of habit. So why allow a dog to learn bad habits by running around your home and getting into trouble? Keeping the dog on leash is a perfect way to control his environment without having to give the dog corrections to stop him from doing bad things. If you'd like to watch some of the free streaming videos that I have on my website, you can go to this web address now. I have a number of free streaming training videos and then a number of product videos also.